Awaken, my children. It is time to fulfill your purpose. Know that I am the Undermind, the absolute will of the Hive, and that this world must be consumed. Tell you you're the greatest, but once you terminate us, all the misery, everybody wants to be me. Spare the sympathy, everybody wants to be
Mates, brothers, and other ocean goers, today I'm finally bringing you the Garthimi City Showcase that I promised so long ago. So this right here is the mountain where we started, and initially built up this region here. As you can see, the mountain is very busy, and we still have some of the old Balticrawler breeders lying around. They've sort of become defunct now. But that's what this mountain used to produce a lot of. Just a lot of meat from these little grubs. And by little I mean massive. These grubs are huge. Like, it's actually kind of gross. There's the graveyard in the center of that mountain outside. And the hatchery on the left there. It's very disgusting. In fact, let's get out of there now. I tried to put the vast majority of all of the Garthimi buildings inside their mountains, right? But we do have a little fishing area here. For some reason, the bridges in version 65 don't change color, which is rather unfortunate, but oh well. We're fishing up this river, which is a very cool looking river. As soon as I saw this map, I was like, I have to do this. You know what I mean? Because I was going to do the Hexagon City first, right? But I ended up going with this first because of this map. It's a very nice map. You'll see the world map pretty soon. That's also a sight to behold. And as for, this was the second mountain here, the Industrial Mountain. And we filled this with paper makers, metal smelters. This is mostly our war factory, right? Make a lot of metal here. In the smithy, I switch it every now and then. I switch its production, because right now it's making like over 1,000 swords, and I think that's a day, yeah. And I just switch it to the plate armor, the tools, whenever these get low on the side here. Obviously, Garthimis suck industrializing, so that's why we have almost 1,000 Dondorians here working in these factories, these smelters, these smithies, yeah, all of those. And of course we have services, enough services to please everybody. So that's this mountain. And all throughout, I've put out a few training grounds everywhere. Everyone's trained all the same way. We only have 600 soldiers in our capital garrison, but they're all fully trained, almost 100% training each. Fully equipped as well. Heat shields, 8 units of short swords, 4 units of plate armor. It's the capital garrison. Now we move on to this area here. I tried to be a bit more organic with the building. So that's why when you zoom out, like, as you can see, it's like, you know what I mean, like compared to here, this entire mountain, I hollowed out this entire mountain. This one, I dug little tunnels through. We have a huge admin building here. And let me tell you, this is completely necessary for the world map, as you will see later. A restaurant, carpenter. I pretty much just admin, and then everything else I needed in this caverns here. And a nice little bathhouse for them. And that's that mountain. It's not very interesting. And down here, it's also not very filled out. Because I felt like this video was long overdue, and honestly, yeah, I feel like you guys probably would have just preferred to see it rather than me delaying it for far longer, especially with the new update, right? Big training grounds here for 348 people at any given moment. Go ahead and train there. It's a very dark color scheme I'm going for. There we go. This is the main housing for the chamber. So the chamber here, this is where our throne lives, and it's the furthest away from the only entrance into the map. And we got some more admin. If I were to keep playing this save, I would definitely hollow out this mountain or something, or at least build it similar to the caverns over here. The only reason we have a pottery is because I'm taxing 11,000 clay from the map, and I figured I may as well do something with the clay, but it's terrible. It's so bad, which is why you can see it here. It's just piling up. I don't know what to do with all this clay. Maybe stop taxing it? That could be yeah. That's probably one thing I could do. But yeah, this is the chamber mountain. It does have a lot of potential for expansion, right? But unfortunately, I'd like to move on from this save. This is the capital map. Once again, let's take a look without all of the distractions. There we go. As you can see, we're swimming in resources on the right here, because I'm taxing the world map of all sorts of stuff. And over here, you can see we have 16 regions that can be upgraded. So let's take a look now. This right here is the world map. I have conquered the groove and all sorts of, like, took all of this first, all of this, and then we took out this massive island kingdom here. There's a kingdom over here that irked me. They kept trying to get me to fight my vassal here, which I eventually consumed because they rebelled against me. Very foolish of them. And then we started a western campaign, took all of this land, and every step of the way we have killed and devoured everybody and built on top of the ashes. So with the Garthimis, this is one of the best things you could do here. You absolutely should create these humidifier buildings. It's just a freebie. What it does is it gives Garthimi's loyalty at the expense of everybody else, and it gives you region capacity, meaning you can house even more Garthimis. So you just kill everybody, build this building, and then build everything else that you want, and you'll be absolutely fine. No guarantees, but you know what I mean. And you may have noticed this number here. I have 1,300 and you may have noticed this number here. I have 13,500 troops with an extra 720 conscriptable. This is one of the advantages of killing everybody else, just having a single, you know what I mean? Just having Garthimis here. I can recruit in these. I can just recruit all Garthimis. I'll have enough to make several units. My main problem right now is that I just don't have enough production to fulfill all of my loadouts, right? So these guys, I I have archers training. It's gonna take a while. These guys are all fully trained, 4,500 of them. And these are heavy infantry Garthimis. 4 plate armor, 4 shields, 8 swords. They're not to be messed with, but they definitely need some archers behind them, because I found that they sort of don't really have that much killing power. I don't know, it depends. I feel like the garrisons have gotten a major boost or something. Yeah, because they seem to have an easy time routing Garthimis at least. Or maybe I just suck at the game. The world is pretty much... Yeah, there's not much the world can do now. Like, even though these guys aren't fully trained, like these reserves, they're not fully trained, I could still send them out with the army. I could send the reserves and just consume everybody left in this world here, in this save, right? It's very simple. Like, you will have problems with trade because obviously people are upset at you because, you know, you're killing everybody. Maybe version 66 will change all of that, because this was obviously played in version 65. And what you could do in the meantime is you could make vassals to trade with and find ways to keep them happy, right? I do have like 6 million here. It's kind of hard to increase that. It's kind of difficult because if you sell slaves, eventually the price lowers if you sell too many, right? So you want to be selling your goods, but then who's going to buy them other than your vassals, right? You could manually sell, but then that's very tedious, right? It's very tedious, and you also get worse prices. That's it for this Garthimi City Showcase. Special thanks to our channel members here for their generosity. If you would like to download this save file, please consider becoming a channel member at the Knight of Oceania tier or higher, which gives access to the community posts where I will be uploading this city as well as future ones. That's enough from me.
Subscribe or be devoured.
Authorized by Ocean Man of Oceania.